What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Upper Echelon Sports. Today we're looking at 10 ways sports fans celebrate the Super Bowl around the world. Americans take the Super Bowl quite seriously, and when I say seriously, I mean very seriously. And the numbers prove just that. Last year, 108.4 million people turned in to the sporting event. It's an important event in the US, and maybe not just for the love of football. Roger L. Bem, a professor of marketing at Wake Forest University, argues that the Super Bowl is more than just a game. It's a cultural event that is distinctly American. I've been watching the Super Bowl all my life, every single year, and this year, after I told someone that I won't be watching the game, he asked, "What kind of American are you?" He was kidding, of course, but in some ways, I think he's right. The Super Bowl is the sum of many of the things that we love or love to hate about America. So what do people from other parts of the world make of this culturally significant event? Well, I asked people from different countries what they thought of when they pictured the Super Bowl, and here's what they had to say. First up, Ireland. He said, quote, "Nachos, Budweiser, ugly colored sofas, massive TVs, plaid shirts, and John Goodman." Quite the stereotypical view on American life. Next up, Belgium. He said, quote, "A welcome excuse to invest millions in commercials. Sadly, there's no bowling involved. Also, some diva sings God Save the Queen, the American version." Basically referring to America the Beautiful or the Star-Spangled Banner. But he's got more of the financial side linked to the Super Bowl, and he's right. We love to spend money on lots of commercials, and we love to watch them. Next up, Germany. Quote, "I have never watched an entire episode of the Super Bowl. I don't know it really, except the music acts." So, Germany understands that the music is kind of, one of the forefronts of the Super Bowl, and I'm guessing people in Germany tune in maybe just for the halftime show. Hopefully they enjoyed the Weeknd's performance this year. Honestly, doubt they really did. Next up, the UK. Quote, "I suppose I think the Super Bowl is like the FA Cup, but with more ads and fewer abusive chants. I couldn't tell you who's in it, but I do know that Scarlett Johansson will make fizzy drinks at halftime. Oh, and nipples aren't allowed." This guy's take on the Super Bowl is pretty extreme, but he mainly compares it to soccer events because obviously soccer is big in the UK. So I guess that makes sense. Next up, Norway. Quote, "Is the Super Bowl essentially like the Champions League final for the inferior type of football that mainly Americans play, but with funnier ads and a high-profile halftime show?" And I gotta say, as an American, he's pretty much nailed it. Norway, you got that right. Next up, BAHRAIN. Quote, "I think of big-bellied men with beers and pizza and violence." Well, he's definitely got the first two right, beers, pizza, and big-bellied men, but I don't know about violence. Next up, Israel. Israel said, quote, "I think of a dangerous sport covered with commercials with an intermission for bad music." I mean, he's right about the commercials thing. The dangerous sport, somewhat correct, but bad music, never. Next up, Canada. Quote, "The Super Bowl is part spectacular face painting with costumery and part religious festival for Americans. Regardless of race, religion, or sexual orientation, Americans who worship the sport improperly called, quote, football." Geez, Canada, why are you coming at us like that? Wow. Next up, Italy. Quote, "I know it is something to do with sports, perhaps American football. I imagine it being a really big event. I know artists go and perform there, so I suppose I imagine a lot of people gathering in local cafes to watch the games." And finally, at number 10, France. Quote, "I don't give a about it. I'd rather go to see an exhibition." Jeez, France. Wow. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video of Upper Echelon Sports. If you enjoyed, do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below which country had the most interesting take on the Super Bowl, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.